But in terms of our community, I think that, we have such a beautiful place here. And it's not the place, it's the people that have created the place. It's not just a building, it's a beautiful community. And people, when they come, there's something for everyone. So I think enhancing what we have and actually growing everything with care and love, and with just having a from God's perspective, just growing His kingdom, and how He would like people to interact with it.
Alex said that, yes, we're at a fork in the road, and what we do now is what we're going to be in the future. So, but she took us down a journey about who we are and where we want to be, and knowing that we are limited in our restraints, limited with manpower. So she said, well, how about if you increase your tithes? And Max says, well, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to just manipulate, get people in so I can have more tithes. She said, well, I'm not talking about that. She says, how about if people from the outside can tithe to the church? Now she knows how to get us. She's been... I said, yeah, well, that'd be good, but we don't want people to join just so they can tithe. She said, no. What I'm talking about is that you've got all these beautiful stories of what happens in the garden, what happens in the community, what happens with the school, etc., etc. These are beautiful stories that people will want to support and will want to join to. They're stories that bring life and give life, and people can see how you're making a difference. And she said, because she looked at a site, it's called Friends of the Botanical Gardens. And that's a very, very well managed program, Friends of the Gardens. They have volunteers who go there, and they're doing all sorts of wonderful things, from managing plants and potting plants and talking to people and showing them workshops, showing them around the garden. But you're actually able to donate via subscription to maintain this vision, Friends of the Garden. So she said you'll be actually increasing your tithes, but people are, they're actually giving to the garden. They're giving to the life that the garden gives to others, either directly through food, through being a place to enjoy, through providing a place for the students to come and engage, all sorts of ways. That garden is actually to care for the environment, to think about health. When you see what Kath and Elena have done with the outdoor coffee shop area, it will be absolutely stunning.
People like to make a difference, and they like to see that people are making a difference. So when Max tells us about the things that go on, and we get excited about what happens in the community, and how our little community makes such a big impact on people, environment, whatever it might be. And so it's more than, so why do people become friends of the botanical gardens? Well, it wouldn't just be for their own benefits. It's something that they believe in and something that they want to be part of. So that's, I guess, belonging tied up in that as well. But it's not just what can they get from it. It's going to be, what can I contribute? How do I become part of this whole thing that's doing so amazingly for everybody?
So what Ceci led us into was a vision for how to engage, how to mobilize the public to everything they care about. They care about kids at risk in school. They care about recycling bottles. They care about healthy eating. They care about green spaces for kids.
So what you're saying there, from what's triggering in my head, is the young people love the blogging and the social media and all that aspect of things. So we say we don't have much youth here. It's like that is a real, that's how they can be involved in the activities here as well, as being part of that videoing and that sort of participation on that, the broadcasting. They do it all day with Instagram.